once again, this is a podcast about shit I'm not going to do. I didn't get vaccinated. Fuck that. I knew that was new technology. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. Brand new technology. Now it turns out that, yeah, they kind of didn't work. But no one cast that stone because it's really tough to explain it. It's really tough to be a scientist and be like, well, the vaccine doesn't really work. And you literally just, dude, anyone who took that vaccine now has AIDS. You have AIDS. You straight up have AIDS. And I'm going to tell you, and you go, no, I don't have AIDS. No. Hear me out. People who have AIDS have to take a shot or a pill every day to make sure their AIDS doesn't come back. If you took that vaccine, you now, correct me if I'm wrong, you now have to go get your fucking boosters until you die. You have AIDS. You signed up for AIDS. That's just what you have now, and you have to deal with that. Seriously, you have to go get a booster now. Fuck that. You know who doesn't have to get a booster? Me, because I never took jab one. AIDSless, me. But anyone who took that jab, booster. And not just that, dude, you have to get the booster from the same company. If Moderna goes under, you're now without your AIDS medication. That's insane, dude. You literally have to go back to the same company. That's like a cable subscription that you can't cancel. If you got the vaccine, you have AIDS, and you have a cable subscription you cannot cancel. You can't cancel it.
I feel not qualified.
Not AIDS, HIV, obviously. If you have AIDS, you're too late. But but yeah, if Moderna goes under and you don't get your booster, it will turn to AIDS.
I think you bring up a very interesting point.
Isn't that wild, dude?
Which is,
I don't gotta play that game.
Nobody knows for sure.
I saw a woman walk by a City MD the other day and go, oh, I swear to God, this is when I realized this. Yeah. She goes, oh, they have Moderna. I got to get my booster. I'm like, this woman's a customer for life. When does it end? You're now just on the regimen, dude.
Right,
you
but like
signed up for bad health.
But what are your qualifications?
Here are my qualifications. Okay, ready for this? Yeah. This is Joe Camerota's
qualifications on vaccines.
I read The Economist every week.
Okay.
I'm catching up right now because I just moved to my new place. But I read it every week for the most part. And then I catch up whenever I have to. I guess take some days off, go on jogs. I do it on audio. I do an audio version. Okay. A few years before 2020, about 2-3 years before 2020. Big article in the science and technology section of The Economist saying, hey, there's this new vaccine called mRNA vaccines, and they're cheaper. The pharmaceutical company is trying to save money in the vaccine department, so they created this new type of vaccine that will probably work as good as because regular vaccines exist, by the way. That's the thing that exists. And they go, so this new mRNA vaccine. And The Economist says it's showing some potential. And this is like 3 years before COVID. And they say, but we won't know for another 40, 50 years because we need to do long-term human trials.
Sure.
This is what they say in The Economist, okay? I read that and I go, that's very interesting. Maybe in 40 or 50 years, we will have a cheaper solution for vaccines so we can have wider scale vaccines because it's cheaper. Okay, that's how they pitched it, right?
When your Kenny Powers movie comes out.
Right? That's how they pitched it. So it would be cheaper and everything like that. It was really just want to make more money, right? That's why you're making anything cheaper. They say, no, but it's available for more people. That's why we're making it cheaper. No, you want to save money. So then 3 years later, COVID comes around and the news goes, hey, there are these new vaccines called the mRNA vaccines. Now The Economist is coming back around going like, new studies show it might be ready. We don't know. Maybe, I don't know what's going on. And even The Economist is all dopey about it. And so that's my qualifications.
Right.
And here's the thing, man. I'm reading medical journals. So you go, okay, which The Economist is, science and technology section. That's a medical journal. It really, truly is. And so you go, yo, man, what are my qualifications? That, I don't know. I'll give you some more qualifications. If you go on to SSRI.com, this is true. It's where actual academic papers are published. Go on there and click on the top ranked papers. You'll see papers from like Georgetown, Harvard scientists, Georgetown scientists, and they're all like, hey, these vaccines shouldn't be pushed on kids. Like, it's not good. It's not healthy, stuff like that. And these are actual scientists writing that, and those papers are available.
Surreal.
And so you just go, yeah, man. Like,
so are you saying that the vaccine did in no way prevent certain people from dying of COVID?
There's a video on that Elon Musk just put out where it has all the newspaper articles, and it's like 100% effective rate, 90% effective rate, 80% effective rate, and it goes all the way down to 20% effective rate. And that's why people have to keep getting the boosters. If it was above 70%, you wouldn't have to get a fucking booster.
But you would
it
say,
literally goes down to like 20% every single time.
Did people survive COVID because they took the vaccine?
No. No,
okay.
100%. 100%. I think it was a gamble. They said to pharmaceutical companies, you need to create a vaccine. They said, we want to do it in a cheaper way to make more money. It was a cash grab. They said, just say that it works. And here's the craziest part, man, is the reason the jabs were free is because I did buy my jab already. Taxes paid for it. I just didn't show up and get it. But did my taxes pay for it? Am I paying for my jabs? I am paying for every last fucking jab that I'm not getting. Because of course they make them for everybody. I
understand that.
It's like a Titanic situation. You got to make enough lifeboats. You know what I mean? It's that sort of situation, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's no correlation that says that people lived. In fact, people might have died, dude. No one really knows, dude. No one knows.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows, right?
Dude, you're talking about not just that, man. You're talking about if you reported more COVID at your hospital, you got more money. Hey, guess what? If I run a fucking hospital and I do not care if I just fell into that position, dude, I'm just like, yeah, man, just say it's COVID. Even if the person was near someone with COVID, I'm writing near someone with COVID. And as long as I'm not lying and that counts and it just unlocks more money, then that's all I'm doing. I would even say that in court. Well, I heard that if I wrote they were in the same room as a person who had COVID, it would unlock more money. So I wrote that. Is that not true? I was told that was true. No, it is true. Okay, cool. Fuck off. You know what I mean? That's literally...
Yeah,
dude,
I mean,
I'm not taking the vaccines. You guys do what you want.
There's always going to be people taking advantage of money that's being thrown around.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
You know,
100%. There's always going to be the sharks when that happens. And I think this one was a feast.
Well, every war is a feast.
Yeah.
For some, you know, that's why there's so many wars. I mean, I'm not saying anything that people don't already know, but what I'm curious about is.
I'm going to tell you what I think it was.
Okay.
Here's what I think it was. It's a rehearsal for something, whether it's real or not, but this is what it's a rehearsal for. It's a rehearsal for aliens coming. When you think about it, a virus is an alien. It's a microscopic alien. And the whole world has to unify together to fight this microscopic alien. So it's like a fire drill. It's a worldwide fire drill, right? Think about it. How would you do a worldwide fire drill? If you need to do an in case aliens come worldwide fire drill, everyone go inside your homes. We're going into lockdown. There's an alien ship outside. We don't know what's going on. How would you run a test on that? You'd bring about aliens. How do you bring about an innocuous alien? You make a virus. In fact, you maybe engineer a virus that only kills the terminally ill, only kills the elderly. Because then it's kind of like you can do the fire drill without mass hysteria. Because it's the people that are dying are people that were already in hospice anyway. And they are dying before their time, but it's like 1 week before their time, 2 weeks before their time, 3 months before their time, 6 months before their time. It's so marginal that the people who are waiting for the inheritance kind of don't give a fuck anyway. Okay? They already said goodbyes to these people, to these particular people, right? So you run that fire drill. Now you go, well, why do you funnel money into pharmaceutical companies? Oh, that's easy. That's the easiest explanation of all. Same reason why Little Island goes up. Do you know Little Island off the coast of the High Line over here?
I don't. Oh, yeah, that fucking piece
Man-made
of shit.
island.
Man-made island. What the fuck is that?
I'll tell you what that is. Hey, ready for this? If you make new land, you can then put a Starbucks on that land, okay? What it is billionaires want to figure out how to make new land. They don't want to spend their billions. They create the lobbyists who then go to the government and say, hey, they pay the lobbyists. It's way cheaper. If you want to do research and development on how to build new land in the ocean, it's way easier to pay a lobbyist to get tax money unlocked than it is to spend your money.
Right.
Okay. 100%.
Like
way more cost effective.
Gambling
way more
in boats.
Okay. So I'm a billionaire. I want to live for forever. How am I going to live for forever? Drugs. Who's going to create those drugs? Pharmaceutical companies. What do I need to do? I need to create something that funnels shit tons of money to pharmaceutical companies. Because now the politicians are going to go back to those pharmaceutical companies and say, hey, man, we're going to have to take this back unless you start giving people something good in exchange.